presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Babe Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run.
Yeah.
And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You have the power to create. This is a cool card. Your power is so strong that whatever you believe comes true. You are that way because that is what you believe about yourself. Your whole reality, everything you believe is your creation. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 498. Nasdaq's off 289. S&P's off 78. Gold contract down to $28.40, trading at $17.97 an ounce. We have silver down 55 cents, $23.63 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 26 cents. $78.03 a barrel, notes and bonds. A 10-year note, down one tick, trading 113.17. A 30-year, up 7 at 128.12. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up at 286 ticks, trading 104.447. Euro is at 105. Yen is at 132.48. And the British pound is at 120 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, bottom line, folks, is that we know we have the larger ABC structure down. Now you have a daily. So you have a day. You're going to have a daily inside the monthly. Okay, bottom line, you only need 74 million shares. We're going to get that. You know, and you know it's this ABC structure down is going to go for the low at 348. Now, NDX 100, whole different animal. NDX 100 is going to go to new lows. So we take a look at the Qs. Bottom line on the Qs, you need 51 million shares. We're already at 42. So the 8 point on the Qs is 296, almost 297. The B, yeah, it's a 30.8 to B, which is going to get you down to 244. And the low is 254. So I want to back this up and see where 244 is now. Okay, so 244. There's 240. That's 260. 247. We put this on a monthly. $219. We're going down. Yeah, we're going down to the highs and the lows here. The NQs are going to make it to the highs and the lows. It will very well may happen. Let me see this for a second. That's 1.3. That's 1.37. Oh, that's an ABC down too. Which, yeah. So hold it. Man, they're all over the place here. The bottom line, the next thing. Oh yeah, no, I might as well do this one right. 1 second, and I'm doing this conservatively. That's 100.8 to B. That brings you to 224. What's down here? That's 219, the high. So the NQs also have a double ABC, folks. You get a monthly to 224, and the highs of the lows are 219. So we're going there, man. That's the bottom line. That's where this thing is shaking out. We go take a look at gold contract. Gold contract basically hasn't moved anywhere, meaning we moved down today, but it hasn't been able to hold price. meaning on the way up. So what you had out here, and this is we were talking about these last engulfings, man, and each one of them, I'll do it this way so you can see them. Okay, so you had the first one, came in on the 1st of December. Couldn't make it. We got all the way up to 1818. Bottom line, gave it up and went back to 1778. Second one came in on the 13th, and we got all the way up to 1836. We came right back down to 1782. The last one was 2 days ago, and the difference in the last one is, a big deal because two different things ended up happening. It didn't have the volume, and it couldn't even go to the high. That's what didn't really make any sense, okay? We went to 1832. Well, the high is 1836, so it was a seller there. Then yesterday, of course, you had no volume. You had a failure in price and volume. Now the bottom line is that we'll see whether you have any conviction on the sell on the way down. And it's going to be all about good old King Dollar here. That's the bottom line. We take a look at King Dollar, and King Dollar hasn't even moved, and the market's getting smoked. And the market's getting smoked. The thing that is really wild about this, okay, is that you are actually going to have volume, and you're going to break volume, and you're going to break it with highs, with volume. You're going to break the swing point, and you're going to break it with volume. So that is an indication that we have trouble in paradise. And, one of our tigers out here that's into biotechs quite a bit, is saying, okay, all the babies aren't down, and I'm going to, how I'm going to answer that? The bottom line, folks, the babies that aren't down are speculative biotech stocks, and every time that I've seen a smoking in the marketplace, I mean a serious smoking, that's exactly what happens. That the last bastion of any equities are the biotechs, and then see ya, don't want to be ya. Tesla, let's go take a look at Tesla out here. Tesla has started the next leg down. So this is pretty, we know it's an ABC structure down to 69 bucks, okay? Bottom line, this is just nonstop now. You're down $12. You're going to see a huge amount of selling here, man. You're breaking everything. Let me put this on a monthly for a second. Okay. Look at this. Okay, so we're already at 125. Once you get into 166, 91's game, my take is we'll go all the way down to $64. The amount of money being lost in Tesla is absolutely phenomenal. It's like unbelievable. And, Kathy Wood, she just, she's in a different world, man. That's the bottom line, Just keeps buying on the way down, and it's sad, man. It's pretty heavy, actually. It is what it is, man. This is always a tough business, but I don't get that at all because, you can't survive in this business, folks, if you don't have some type of money management. It just doesn't happen, And what has happened, the question is, does she have endless funds? What has happened is that there's still that many followers that they keep putting money in because they're doing the same thing, man. It is what it is, man. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down to 466. Nasdaq's off 274. S&Ps are off 73. And yeah, folks, okay, this is quite a cold spell that's coming across the country. And I know we have a lot of traders out in the Colorado area. And when I was watching the news last night, I mean, it was definitely a record how fast they dropped, okay? At the airport, they dropped like 20 degrees in 35 minutes. And I can see, Denver minus 24. I mean, that's about as intense as you get. So you got to definitely, if you're in that, area, if you're any of these really cold places, man, please take care of yourself and if you don't understand, if you haven't been in cold areas before like that, and it's that cold, folks, before you go to bed, put your water on and just let it drip. And I'm talking about every single faucet. And what you do is that where, your vanities and stuff in your kitchen, you got to open those doors up, because what you want to happen is that you want the heat from your house to come into those pipes, because the reality is when you get down that dramatically, you're going to have problems. That's the bottom line. It's almost impossible not to have problems. So if you keep the flow going, it's going to help. You open the doors, that's going to help. And, you go from there. So, because the last thing that you want is water damage. Water damage is the worst type of damage you can get. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities that we have out here today, and it's amazing that we actually do have volume out here. So we have Tesla's down $11.50. You got Amazon down $3.50. You got Apple down $4. You got Advanced Micro down 3.8. Nvidia's off $11.50. Let's see what else we got. Cleveland Cliffs is up $1.50. Facebook is down 280. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials and take a look at the Dow Industrials, what's moving the Dow. And what you have out here, the number one mover up is Nike. Nike is putting 3.4 positive points into it. Verizon's putting 1 point. Procter & Gamble's putting 1. Taken away from it, you got Boeing minus 52. Microsoft minus 46, Goldman minus 41. We go into the NDX 100. We take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. And you got Lam Research is off 8.5%, Tesla 8.5%, AMAT 7.4. You get big numbers out here. That's the real bottom line. I mean, let's go take a look at the XLE and how the energies are acting out here. So you got the XLE down 191. It's not breaking its swing. So I suspect it's going to go for it. Not today. It's going to go for the swing and see if it's going to be an ABC structure down. There's a lot of support here in the XLE. You can see I traded there going all the way back in August. It traded there again when it broke topside. This is where it broke. This is ice. If you want a classic Wyckoff ice, time of the trade ice, this is ice, folks. That's where you're at. So the good thing is you're at ice. The bad thing is you're at ice, okay? Bottom line, if it holds at ice, great. No problem. It doesn't hold at ice, bang. You're going right down the other side. So, right now, you're coming into that swing and you're coming in with light volume. Right now, 14 million versus 24 million, that is not going to do the type of volume you're going to need to break it. If we go to ExxonMobil and we take a look at Exxon, what you have out here, same setup. You can see you're down on price, but the volume's contracted. And that's how you want to see it if, in fact, the bottom line is that you want higher price. We go into the, let's go take a look at the silver market. So we're on March silver right now, and silver is trading down 54 cents. You get 43,000 contracts, which is not a lot of contract volume. Yeah, but that being said, silver's done. Okay. So that being said, we went to a higher high yesterday with 36,000. It went over the 72,000. Couldn't handle price. Yeah, you're coming back, man. This is all of this when you go through these, folks. That is saying that somehow this dollar is going to get some real action topside. COMEX, we had a couple of Tigers call about that yesterday. And bottom line is that they were right. COMEX is going south in a monster way. Where are you, COMEX? COMEX, US, there it is, KMX. So COMEX is down $2. It's about 10%, 12%. It was down at $52. It's at $57. But when we did these numbers, COMEX is an ABC structure down, folks. So bottom line is that, get out of the way. Don't even think about touching this. So, and what that comes into, there's no doubt that this is a residual that, cars and used cars are worth so much money, and now everyone's stuck with them. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? That's how this thing is shaking out. So, we'll see, exactly where this goes. But my take is that interest rates are going to continue higher. It's going to put more squeeze on the market in general. This is not over. It's not even started yet. I think when we get into the first of the year, people are going to see, and they're going to start seeing the squeeze economically in a big way, because we haven't yet. I mean, the bottom line, the job numbers are still there. There's no doubt about it. The job numbers are still there, and the real question is going to be, where does we know that the jobs have been falling off when you look at the aspect of large tech companies, right? What we haven't really seen, and I suspect we're going to see them very soon, is the drop-off in the construction business. And then what you have that is laying out here that we don't see is the drop-off in actual payrolls of people that are working under the what do you call it? Under the, I should know this by heart because, yeah, under the hood. No, what is it? How did I forget that? Anyway, they're basically working a cash market, okay? And there's still huge economies in the United States off the books. Yeah, there's still huge economies in the United States of cash markets, folks. I mean, it just depends on where you are, and it's not. I would say it's not as big as it was 30 or 40 years ago, but the bottom line, it's still a monster. It really is. It's huge, And I can tell you that in major cities, what happens is that, so you got a major city, then you think that you have all these spaces inside the major city that they think are really poor. Well, in those poor places, what ends up happening, folks, is that there's a huge economy, a cash economy. And I'm telling you, because that's how South Boston was. When, you know, I told you the story, but one guy said to me one day, what are you doing here? I was like, okay, what are you doing here, man? You know, the bottom line is that that's just how it works, okay? So that is getting hit also, and that makes a huge difference, man. I mean, you know, that's what it comes down to. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow down 387, Nasdaq's off 248, S&P's off 63. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down at 376, and Nasdaq's off 243. S&Ps are off 61, and Bankman-Fried, folks, bottom line, he got bail. So, this is kind of like the bail that, he got released on 250. Look at this picture if you watch on Tiger TV. He's a happy guy. So Bankman-Fried got released on $250 million bail after making his first court appearance to face fraud charges, shackled in a blue suit. He's going to come back. He didn't put a plea in. His next appearance is going to be January 3rd. The bail package includes $250 million personal recognizance. Wow. Bonds secured by his parents' home in California. Nicholas Rhodes said it's one of the largest pre-bond in U.S. history. Terms require him to stay with them and submit to electronic monitoring. The bottom line is that we'll see if he has any brains at all. The way to do this is, bottom line, just plead guilty. He's already got his 2 lieutenants that are going to, basically roll on him. and they probably didn't even have to roll on him, but everyone's going to be rolling on him, man. He's 30 years old. Bottom line, I suspect that if he rolls right away, guess what? He can turn around and, do 25, 30 years. They give him 30, probably get out in 25 or so. Let's go to Earl in Seminole. Hey, Earl, what's going on?
Getting ready for the holiday, Tom.
I know. It's a beautiful thing. Ho, ho, ho.
I'd like to hear your take on Biden's attempt to take us out of cash to digital.
So what makes you think that?
Well, it's in the process, and there's many countries that have already started it.
So where are you getting that, Earl?
Oh, anywhere, Bloomberg, anywhere. I mean,
I don't think so.
It's not something that's hidden.
I don't. I think you're going down the wrong path here. So let me ask you something.
You don't think that'll ever happen, then, huh?
It's already happened. We have credit cards.
No. I mean from cash to digital money.
At some point, my take is that the feds may or may not do digital money, because there's no difference in what we have right now. What is the difference that I rip out a credit card and go spend either $1 or $50,000?
No, I'm not talking about credit card. I'm talking about cash or digital money that the government controls.
The government controls the money now.
They don't control your cash. You can go out and buy drugs, or you can go out and buy a yacht. But under digital money, they control what you buy.
Yeah, you're being too paranoid, man. Anyway, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondered what your take was.
Yeah. Okay,
because
man.
It's real.
Yeah, it's not real, man. It's real. It's
okay.
Anyway. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a Merry
I get the
Christmas.
gist, folks. Okay, you can listen, folks. You can either bury yourself with going down roads, okay, and remember something. Whatever road that you're taking that road, okay. The aspect of, if we talk about the aspect of how economies work, okay, and I've dealt with this so long because I do the gold report, right? Because many of the gold bugs think you should go back to gold. That's insane. You can have no growth if you're just into gold, okay? That's the bottom line. So what do we have? We have a fiat system. Some people like it, some people don't like it. If you don't like it, I would love to know what you would do, okay, in order to create productivity and create jobs. That's what I'd really like to hear. Because when people are selling fear, which they're selling, okay, and it sells beyond belief, okay, selling fear, they don't know how to fix anything. They're always going to say, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Well, what are you going to do about it, man? That's the bottom line, okay? So make sure you know what road you're going down. And I don't mean to be, hard, Earl, but it blows my mind because I've dealt with this so many times. And what I can't get is that why folks, all you have to do right now is look around the world, and where do you want to live? You want to live in Europe? You want to live in Asia? You want to live in the United States? Where do you want to live?
Tom, that's not my point. I suggest that you check out in the den somebody who's up on it and find out.
I know. I get it. Okay, man. Earl, you have a great Christmas, man.
You too. Happy Christmas and New Year.
That's right, man. That's right. Let's go see what kind of... Okay, so indice volume is going to be shot out here today. Right now, we have 487 million versus 860. If we go take a look at the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's leading us south once again. What do you have? NASDAQ, we're already at 4.1 billion, and we did 4.3 yesterday. So that's saying that, let's go take a look at this. Yep, and that's going to be, look at that. So this is going to be an ABC down too. So this is going to be intense, man. Okay. So 11,571. The B point is 10,446. That's 1,125 A to B minus 10,753. That's 9,628. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so I bring this 9,628. So the highs of the lows are 9,000. That's where we're going. You know, the NDX, I mean, the composite is basically saying the same thing. That what you're going to see here is that we're going to run right into it. Now, you know what? This is what the good news would be, folks. Okay, the good news, the way that ABC structures work is this, right? Is that what ends up happening is that as we come down, when you finish an ABC structure, folks, okay, the bottom line is that you've had so much selling that, you know, most of the time you're going to get a bounce the other way. If we can get an A to B equals C to D that is actually more than a 1-to-1, your probability is going to go much higher that you may basically get a low going. Now, if we get a low going, my take is that we're just going to bounce along the bottom. It's not going to be like the good old times that you go up that tremendously, because normally what ends up happening in a market is this. If you get a low going, then it takes about, you know, everyone's going to be real nervous for 3 or 4 months. Then it starts accelerating. But as that starts accelerating, we are out of the period of free money. Free money's over. And we have had free money for a long period of time. So, you know, when you're coming down like this, what you don't want to do is this. You don't want to go sideways. Because when you go sideways, folks, that's building cause for lower price. Now, you can build cause for higher price if you're going sideways, too. In this particular case, though, which I've showed you every single time you're going sideways and just a little consolidation, there's nothing on the way up and it's everything on the way down. You know, so if you're looking for lows, you want lower price. You know, because you need a flush down. That's the bottom line. Dow's down 451, Nasdaq's off 275, S&P's off 71. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks, to Dow. Dow Industrial's off 448. The Nasdaq's off 274. S&P's down 71. Let's go to our man, Jose. Jose, Merry Christmas, man. What's happening?
Yes, Tom, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, your entire crew.
Thank you.
The best and brightest by far, which, leads me to my question. I was going to ask about the NASDAQ, but you just covered it. But I'm still astounded. Put it this way. I'd like your New Year's resolution word to be as follows. Proselytizing. You need to get the word out. If someone is using Japanese candlesticks or momentum gap theory or whatever they're using, I think ABC trading is the quickest way to tell someone when the market is going to turn.
It's crazy what you're saying here, right? And listen, I agree. I mean,
it's quick. It's quick. Turns on a dime, you know it.
It's quick. And what happens, folks, is that when you're in either an ABC market on the way up or an ABC market on the way down, none of us have a crystal ball, but what happens is that it's so direct, okay? And you know what the parameters are. So check this out. This is crazy. But last night, I saw a picture. I have a Bloomberg, and Kathy Wood happens to be right down the street from me. And where I build, she hangs out at this restaurant. And last night I'm saying to myself, oh, man, I should just send her over a chart. And I said, that's not going to do any good. But it's so sad, watching it, folks, okay? Because, it's a tough business, but I just don't get that deal, and of course, Tesla's falling apart like beyond belief, and, this one's going to get down in the history books. Well, a couple of Tigers were saying that, I remember in the year 2000, Janus funds, folks, were the hottest thing in the world, and then they went away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Look, you called Tesla when it was down to these levels when I think it was at 170, 175, and no one believed you. Boy, yeah, I'm afraid if you yelled, the sky is falling, no one would believe you, Tom. Unfortunately.
That's all right.
If you proselytize and get the word out, I mean, I don't call Kathy Wood dumb money, but how come she's not looking and seeing what you're seeing? This is rather frightening to me. A fund manager at that level, it's frightening.
What happens is that I think just when you have a bull market, and if you get in the bull market at the right time and you have the right credentials, you can do very good. We're lucky at TFNN. I people that are listening here, right? We all contribute, and that's what it takes in order to understand how markets move. I mean, you've been with me since almost the beginning. When I started this, folks, so the reason that I started this, okay, check this out. If you remember, I think you might have been there. We started this thing in like 1994 or 96 or something, right? And what happened then, folks, is that I said, okay, hold it. Where can I get a collective number of people calling in? And that's why I started it. I started it so I could look at a lot of trades. And then, of course, it accelerates over time, and then, everyone adds something. And so I think we've all been very lucky, because of the context that, you have a platform, people add into it, they call in, and then, you and I and the rest of the Tigers and Tigers can decide, okay, I think this is right, I think this is wrong, and we can think for ourselves. So, we'll see where this goes, but this is a big one, man. And, what hasn't happened is that the folks don't understand when interest rates go up. I mean, I'm old enough to remember high interest rates, low interest rates. And the difference is that when there's high interest rates, you have to make money. You know what I mean? Because you have to pay interest. There's a lot of different things you got to do. But listen, it's the whole thing's wild. But we know markets are wild, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Look, Tom, Generation Z is going to be licking their wounds for a long time. Tom, your last caller, I love that guy.
I love Earl, too.
He was going to join Paranoia Anonymous, but they wouldn't tell him where they held their meetings.
No, and I love Earl. I can't stand it when I have to do that because the reality, folks, and this is a great topic. Because my take on that question, right, that's how people lose fortunes. Because you have talking heads talking about something they know nothing. And unfortunately, people believe them. And it's like, okay, man, like, I can't believe this. Like, when you're investing, folks, you should be understanding what you're investing in. And anyway, when
it comes to Kathy Wood, does it come down to pride? She wants to be right. Is that what this is about?
Maybe at this point. Do you know what I mean? Well, it would. What seems to me, what I cannot understand about it, right, is that let's just look at this for a second, okay? So if you look at Tesla, right? Well, Tesla was the leader. There's no doubt about that in this whole business, right? We know that Musk was, basically brilliant, okay? Does this deal, but guess what? Do you think Mercedes, General Motors, BMW are not going to have the same thing? They're going to have it. And the correlation that I go with there, folks, is this. Microsoft didn't do anything. Microsoft was smart enough that they saw DOS 101. They bought it, right? Microsoft was smart enough when when the spreadsheet came out, they bought it, right? Those big companies, right? The automakers, okay, they're going to be all over this, man. I mean, the bottom line is that you have a General Motors so picture this. General Motors, folks, is trading at 4.6 times earnings. Four. Okay? So I don't understand why, folks are paying, let's see, and so for Tesla, they're paying 30 times. It's like, really? Why are you paying 30 times? I mean, there's going to be plenty of, other fast cars that are out there. They being the first out there, yes, that's a big deal. But I just don't see how, we know what happens over the period of time. Over the period of time, the competition gets heavier. Everyone gets the same deal, and you can move big time. So.
Yeah. Look, Tom, pride destroys all relationships. Only humble people love. It's right in the New Testament.
Yeah. No, listen, man. It's heavy. It's the sickest part about this conversation that Jose and I are having.
Last name Steve something. He reminds me a little about Fraser Crane. You guys are the best and brightest.
You are too much. Thanks, man. Hey, have a great Christmas and New Year's.
Thank you.
Okay. The sad part, folks, is and one of the targets are asking this, well, how can she keep buying? Because unfortunately, people think that, they're trying to get the bottom. That's what's going on. But the problem is that the equities that she has, okay, are money-losing equities in an incredible way. We're talking about Coinbase. We're talking about Zoom, right? You're talking, these are her heaviest earnings, right? So Zoom Communications, the low is today of the year, 64. The high is 200. But that's not the high, folks. The bottom line, where do you see this, man? And she just keeps buying it. The high is $588. I mean, there's nothing, well, $60 is on Zoom, or at 66. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's down 373. The Nasdaq's off 235. S&P's off 60. So let's go take a look at, see if we got this volume inside of the ETF structures here. So we did. Okay, so we needed 79 million to get 79 million inside the SPY. The B point on the SPY is 378.28. Now you're over that, but what that means is that, yeah, it can turn into a complex one. Once you break the swing, you break the swing. It's an ABC structure down. So we'll see how this shakes out, but that's, in this particular case, we know that we have an S&P that has a monthly ABC structure down. Then we go into the NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX 100. The NDX 100 right now, same setup. And the NDX needed 51 million shares, and you're already over it. You got 51.8. And the NDX is not on the other side of the B point. The NDX, the B point on the NDX is 266.95. So that's telling me that, you know, bottom line, you're going to be coming down. Yeah. And then, you know, the way it works, folks, okay, market's open tomorrow. We come back Tuesday. And then you go Tuesday to Friday again, and then bottom line, that's the end of the year. And then we open back up, you know, the following Tuesday after the new year. You know, and you know, it's so sad, but so great too at the same time. This is the end of the year of the tiger, folks. So, no doubt, year of the tiger. And listen, we're alive and kicking, folks, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? You know, no matter what is happening out here, okay? You know, I've said it many times. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? And the more that you can focus on right now, and it's hard to do, the better off you're going to be, the happier you're going to be, the more that you're going to be in the present, having a freaking blast. Because guess what? Look at us. We're alive and kicking, man. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, a safe night, folks. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Great show, folks. Look at him, folks.